Here with Cameron of CAMBITION. Okay, so you guys get to tune into mentor session. There's a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs and people that are just doing great things that just want to come understand the game. That's what you came for?
That's what I came
Okay. Welcome to the journey. All right, so here with Cameron of CAMBITION. Okay, so you guys get to tune into mentor session. There's a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs and people that are just doing great things that just want to come understand the game. That's what you came for?
That's what I came
Okay, so tell them a little bit about CAMBITION and your brand.
All right, so I've started CAMBITION Performance. It's basically my strength and conditioning brand where I train athletes of all sports, youth to high school to college, and eventually pro as well. Been going for about 2 years at this, and just a steady grind, trying to get it off the ground and get it to everybody.
One question that he has that I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well is whether he should launch or not. Currently, he works for a training facility and has clients that come in to see him, and he's built his own brand, but he hasn't launched yet. And he expressed some of the same concerns that many of you have of like, man, things are kind of good here, right? What happens if I jump? The security is gone, that whole night. Am I getting it pretty good?
You got it.
There's definitely inherent risk of actually starting a company. But what happens is a lot of people evaluate the risk and what could go wrong versus looking at what could go right. And so for a lot of you guys, and this is especially for you, and this is without putting your personal business out. Let's say the first thing that you need to do is identify what your current baseline is. Your baseline is what your current income is. And so what we're going to use right now is $5,000 a month. So that's your current security blanket. You make $5,000 a month. I don't know if it's plus or minus that, but we're going to use that. $5,000 a month is currently what you're making. And so to step out on this new venture, the goal, the number one goal is to exceed this. Now, you don't have to start this new company and go out, but your goal is every single hour outside of your core job is focused on exceeding this. Every hour. So that's the thing. It's not you go training and then, man, I'm going to go chill with my girl. It's not I was training for 8 hours and man, I want to go binge watch Shark Tank or whatever, right? It's none of that. Entering entrepreneurship, it's a full-time game. Now, you might not be full-time because you have those hours with your job, but it's full-time on leisure. No more leisure, I'm starting this company. Let's say there's only 500 basketball teams, which is, I know it's not true because you got high school, you got middle school, you got AAU, you got collegiate, but let's just say 500 basketball, 500 soccer. But you also can do this not just in Pasadena, you can do this everywhere, right? But we're just talking Pasadena. So this is your Pasadena business, market size. Then we're gonna get to the travel next. This is team, this is individual. All right, 500 soccer, 500 football, what else?
Volleyball.
I'm gonna put volleyball, baseball together, right? So we're being super conservative. And listen, in this process, you don't need to be conservative, but I want you allow your mind to think big, okay, on this? All right, so 500, that's 2,000 teams just in Pasadena. Those are teams. Those are the teams. Teams, 2,000. Individuals, how many dads want their kid to be better, stronger, faster?
All of them.
Okay, all of them, right? Is there anybody that does not want to be faster, stronger, or better in athletics? So everybody needs your type of service, right? They just don't know. Everybody doesn't know about it yet. So as far as individuals, what would you say? 2,000 people, 2,000 athletes in the Pasadena area? I know it's much more. I bet you it's like, I mean, what's the population of Pasadena in your surrounding area? We're talking a lot, right? So let's just say there's 10,000 individuals. I want to show you the worst case that can happen, right? Let's say you focus on this. I got 2,000 teams I can go after. I got 100,000 athletes in the US I can go after. And I have 10,000 individuals in the Pasadena area that are athletes that I can go after. So what I want to show you is the worst case. 2,000. Let's say you're 1% good. Not even half. You're 1% good. 2,000 times 1%. That's 20 teams. Right? You weren't even doing it like you went out there and you said, man, there's 2,000 teams. You're freaking Facebook ads. You're putting yourself out there. You're talking to your existing clients saying, hey, I'm starting my own CAMBITION. This is what I'm doing. And out of that 2,000 teams, you got 1%, which is 20. Out of the people that's traveling, as far as your travel group, out of those folks, it's 100,000 people. That's your market. You're doing Facebook ads. You're doing all this stuff, putting yourself out there, showing them the program, doing the testimonials. I'll be a testimonial with Joe, crazy athlete, boom, like, hey, CAMBITION here. I'll fly out to wherever you want to go. This is how it works. Inbox me. Let's get it. Out of those, you were miserable. Not 10%, 1%. So that's 1,000 travel clients, individuals. You put yourself out there as the dope trainer, right? You are the guy. There's nobody in Pasadena that trains kids like you, that trains athletes like you, that loves it. You love to see their growth. And now everybody else gets to feel it. Out of those 10,000, you only got 1% success. You were only successful with just 1% of the market. That's 100 individuals. From your market, are you seeing this? From your market, you had 2,000 teams, 100,000 US potential clients, and 10,000 individuals. And you were a miserable failure by only getting 1% success rate. So let's see what that does of you being a miserable failure at entrepreneurship, of capturing market penetration, okay? Capturing market penetration, you only got 1%. So 20 teams equals 1,200 a month. We got 1,000 travel, and that was 3-hour minimum. So that's at 1,000 times 300, and then the individuals, we only got 100. Only got 100. Man, we need to add people. We need to build a business. We need to hire job. We need to create jobs. Wow, how does this business stuff work? So 100 people. 100 per week, it's 400 a month, because we're doing monthly. Let's add all this stuff up. So for the teams, it's 20 times 1,200, $24,000 a month. For the travel clients, 1,000. Let's just do it anyway. We already know what it is. Wait a minute, is that right? 1,000 times 300. Wait a minute, is that right? I'm gonna tell you something. You don't understand the power of multiplication. It doesn't even seem right. It doesn't even seem right that 1,000 times 300 is 300,000. It seems like it would be a 3,000 or 30,000. 1,000 people paying $300 is $300,000. You got some work to do.
A lot of it. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
You keep asking your questions, we'll keep giving you answers. This is CAMBITION. Follow him. Where they follow you at, Cam?
YouTube at CAMBITION Performance.
Okay.
My Instagram is at _CAMBITION. That's it. Follow me.
All right, we're gonna be watching his journey.
Check me out.
And hey, hope this blesses you, and we'll keep it coming.